Wait, can we use both, or do we have who we have equipped, or do we use both of them? That's my question. Do we use both of them now? Like, we don't have one equipped. Okay, whatever. Start. Oh, okay. So you can preview both. You can summon another one at any time. A green frame around means they're exceptionally effective in a fight with the given enemy. Oh, okay. So apparently people have weaknesses now. Focus deprivation will be more effective. Oh, I guess that's what he... Oh, and the freaking text goes off the screen! I guess maybe then we'll focus on that guy. Enemies can have a trait that makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions and they can be disabled. Wait, enemy? Okay. To disable an enemy's trait, attack them with a Thaumaturge that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have one, you can take away all of the opponent's focus. I think that means... Oh, I was like, I think that means I have to switch. Oh, okay. The skill disables an enemy trait? You mean this one? Oh, now we use the gun? Oh, he has 1 HP. Okay, punch him. Oh. Oh, maybe because he was like a ranged guy. That's why you can't punch him. You know what? That works too. I guess better me than everybody else.
Name?
Szulski. Wiktor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
You know what? It worked and nobody got hurt. Hopefully.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
Oh, I mean...
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you
Okay,
guys till tomorrow.
we all got arrested, but at least no one else got hurt? Question
Can I
mark?
use the phone?
So then I guess it didn't really matter what you did. Does that mean I got extra XP? Brothers. Okay, yeah, we already read that.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. What did they put such a swell in jail for?
Did you not see me fighting that shit?
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
I mean, you didn't understand the question.
My name's Wiktor Szulski, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Oh, okay. Apparently, we all just know.
Now them, I got respect for.
Okay, we all.
I
Okay,
know one
okay. We're
really
not like
decent
some
Jew from
secret
Kovishla who's
organization.
a
Like, oh, you
wizard,
don't
too.
tell anybody. No, we can just
How
say,
about you?
and everyone's like, oh
You
yeah,
got
those
foreskin or
guys.
what?
Yeah, we love
Is
them.
my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck.
So can't.
Well,
I
you
guess
don't
because we
look
don't have
like
our
much of a Warsaw
grimoire,
lad.
right? We don't have the grimoire to like. It's like, hey yo, can you get your demons or some shit to like do something about this?
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toasts. Welcome to Warsaw.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
I spent a little time on the Rue de la Raquette in Paris.
It got demolished 5 years ago.
Oui. What about you? You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
What exactly do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
I'm afraid all these screws might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
Shulski!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Fearless Wanda, the smuggler of bullets, proposed a meeting at Burke Roblitz's. The woman I met during the kettling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Clearly, it wasn't the first time she'd done that. Unfortunately, this time the garter didn't hold and the bullets fell onto the pavement. Maybe fate will have us cross paths again, and we'll meet at Burke and Rotblitz's for some jam donuts.
Shulsky, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Okay, take it. Take it and leave. Like, what, are we a well-known thaumaturge? I think this girl's been here before. I have my own file. When recruiting for the gendarmerie, it is recommended to reject the following candidates immediately. Persons relating to rebels and troublemakers, Jews, and thaumaturges. Any deviation from these instructions must be very well argued. I mean, like, I know it's like this time period and stuff. It's not World War II. It's like World War I, and I guess things were getting heated. But I can't remember. But in this time, like, besides the stars that they make them wear in World War II, but how would they know? Like, I guess maybe if they admit it themselves. Whatever. We're not gonna get into that. During the time of our gracious Tsar, of all Russia's visit to Warsaw, it is necessary to enhance the sense of security. Therefore, I ordain that the number of patrols must be doubled. All station chiefs are required to comply with the order immediately. Illegible signature. Stanislaus Solsky, widely respected citizen, thaumaturge, philanthropist, entrepreneur, father and husband, died suddenly on August 31st at the age of 64. Damn, right before my birthday. Service for the repose of his soul will be held at St. Charles Borromeo Church on Saturday, September 7th at 11 o'clock, to which his daughter would like to invite all relatives, friends, and acquaintances. Men's tailor Roche Dobrudsky accepts all manner of tailoring work, offering the lowest possible prices. Expect thoroughness, tastefulness, and diligence from the start to the finishing touch. Okay.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Quit that your father didn't have a heart. I don't know.
I'm curious myself. I haven't had a chance to find out.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
I think I ought to arrest you, Thaumaturge.
I haven't done anything, officer. What's the problem?
I barely recognize you either. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago.
Uncle Voronian?
I will not keep you. The guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad to. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
Don't mention you were in jail. I went to jail.
I took a short trip to a Warsaw jail.
What? Are you joking? During the funeral? Are you alright?
Everything's fine, don't worry. Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late. And we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better, and definitely closer to the truth. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia because she wasn't born a boy. Me because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 saluters. Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
What do you want?
Well, what do people come to funerals for? I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
We don't intend to stay?
I don't think so. I intend to leave as soon as I wrap up my family obligations. I doubt we'll have time to meet again.
Who knows? Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kanieczkin. Ivan Kanieczkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had.
I'll grab who's the one over here summoning demons with
I
their
guess I'm more tired than I
bad
thought.
emotions.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Yeah,
Thank
like
you.
what the fuck?
And you, sir?
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually sparing you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Does nobody use umbrella, or umbrella's not a thing? Like everyone just out here in the rain, no umbrella. Maybe a hat. At least she kind of has a hat.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You looked just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Oh, you can change outfits? If you want to change your clothes, use the wardrobe. Ah, we don't have anything else. It's okay, we'll find some more. Dear child, stop it. Oh, stop. It is with great sorrow that I have received the news of Stanislav's death. Stop. Oh, like it was on a typewriter? Stop. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. My duties in Paris keep me from traveling to Warsaw at this time. I join you both in mourning and sorrow. Mama. Dear sister, I'm writing to you because sleep eludes me. As I wrote before, I have found a suitable candidate. However, I'm still struggling to reach his flaw. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him, vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. W. Yes, I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. Oh, this is... Oh, we sent this. Paimon? We taking Paimon now?
I am ready, Mr. Shulsky. I only need all of you to be present.
Can we start reading your father's will?
Yes.
I mean, the
letters will be
uncle...
done.
Where's the uncle? Wasn't I supposed to get him? Whatever.
Let's begin if everyone is ready.
Oh, okay, he's there.
Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify...
Je suis désolé. I just needed to quench my thirst. Alone, unfortunately.
I didn't manage to.
Please don't pay them any mind.
Mr. Shulsky's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen. Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
Wait, what kind of company
Joker to
was
the
it?
very end.
What kind of company was he
To
running?
my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following: my collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first mating.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Ask if my mom is getting any. I'll just wait.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope
The
that
sister
he
sister
will
gets
be
all the
able
money
to
and all
make
like
good use of it.
the material stuff.
This is my last
Uncle
will
gets
and
the weapons
testament.
and I get a book.
Carry it out solemnly.
I guess because
though
I'm the
you
only one that
may
can
have
use it.
found
Victor
it
is the only one that can
burdensome.
use it.
However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then,
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion,
but why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
So that's where it is. I've seen this place. I'd rather not imagine what condition you found Father in there.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
Emphasize that karma comes back.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him, myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person, to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitas, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
I guess we can. Oh yeah, you know this guy? He was
Father
kind of sus.
evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
I was asking you about the
That's
guy.
true.
Like, we want to know about the guy because
You've
he's
got
kind of
your work cut out
mysterious.
for you.
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check there too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish.
Say you already know everything. What? Do we?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
There's a leather suitcase bearing traces of many travels. Grains of desert sands from Father's trip to Africa had settled on the suitcase. He would set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages into the unknown regions of the material world, searching for what was hidden behind the veil of reality. A wooden mask representing a saluter known as Shirale. The demonic countenance is clothed in the hope that clung to it first and the satisfaction that soon followed. It seems that Father had plans for Shirale, which he eventually managed to fulfill. Oh, was that his? Wait, I thought this guy was his and we inherited it from him. What was it? Upier? I thought that was his and we inherited it from him. The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Oh, a mysterious note with SR. The books in hard leather bindings with many bookmarks. Father would pore over the yellowed pages again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract meaning from them. He repeated the words about dedication and the necessity of sacrifice like a mantra, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean?
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
Wait, limited quest? Limited quests now?
The telephone. Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor,
How'd you get this number?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Yeah, let's find out how he got your number.
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw.
Does that mean he's like, I thought he meant like telecommunicating, like telekinesis kind. Like, oh, what are you talking about? Phone?
Yes. 7 Powaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powaskowska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye.
Okay.
I want to end now. What do I? Like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
He's just like my dad when he wants to end a phone call. Okay, bye.